Define leadership as it applies to the broad topic of career management. You got this nice little blurb in here, but this only tells you part of the story. Do you know what teaching as long as I have has taught me? Listen very carefully. There's no such thing as dumb. There is no such thing as dumb. Oh, Mr. K just entered the land of fluffy unicorns. Everything and everyone is going to be great. No, I'm totally serious. There is no such thing as dumb. Let me explain. For a fair selection, everyone has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Wait a second, there's a goldfish there and an elephant. How is the goldfish and the elephant going to climb the tree? Mr. K, there's also a seal. He's not going to be too good at climbing. A penguin. The bird will do fine. The monkey will do fine. Is this a dog? Is this a goat? If it's a goat, it's not the greatest of all time. If it's a dog, yeah, I've seen dogs climb trees. Dude, you're thinking of cats. Not as well as these guys. What does this have to do with leadership? Everything. This cartoon is really about schools. If you're good at reading, if you're good at sitting, you're going to do really well in schools. There's something else called grit, which is how you stick to your plans, how you just power through when things get challenging. That is the number one thing that can determine your success, but we will save that for another lesson. Now that you know that this cartoon is about schools, what does it have to do with leadership? You need to find your environment. You need to find a place where you can succeed. This is a big world, and you guys will probably be alive when we get to Mars anyway. You need to fight hard to find your environment and not give up until you get there. Any one of us can be seen as dumb in an environment that does not fit our skill set. In fact, let me tell you a secret. I think if I took a job at McDonald's, they would fire me in like 2 days. Mr. Kazanjian is not good at multitasking. He knows that about himself. It does not make me weak to admit that. It makes me self-aware. Bro, look at the multitasking that you have to do when you work at McDonald's. Think about it. You get a bunch of orders in, you have to make food, and you have to work as a team. You have to be aware what everybody else is doing. You have to be aware that there's people in the drive-thru, that there's customers online. Now that there's people that are picking it up online, they do their ordering online. You got to be prepared. You got to be able to multitask. But I've found success in education. I actually, before coming to Hempstead High School, I was a director of data assessment and technology at a school in the Bronx, actually 2 schools in the Bronx, and a director. That's the highest position that you could have other than principal. Social media, I've done pretty well for myself. Hold on. Is that a play button, Mr. K? Oh, that's a play button. That's also called a flex. Yeah, plus I have another channel that is on its way to getting a play button. I became the spokesperson for one of the biggest metal detecting companies in the world. You could see my videos on their channel, and they fly me across the United States on weekends to attend events. And for some reason, they especially love me in Germany. I've had a few features on German television. Leadership is possible when you find your niche, when you find what you're good at and what jobs exist in that area. There is nobody who is a genius across the board. Nobody. And there's nobody who is dumb across the board. We're all good at some stuff. We're all bad at some stuff. What you have to do is tune in to what you are really good at and consider the jobs in that area. You put Albert Einstein on a basketball court, that's probably not going to end well. But if you put him in a physics lab, that is drop the mic.